What is up, everybody? Welcome to our 53rd episode of Brew Talk with Mr. Beer. My name is Robert. I am your host for today's show. Appreciate you guys taking in the time to watch and tune in today. Once again, we're still working remotely, so I'm filming from the fancy location of my backyard with our sophisticated equipment here. So I apologize if you have any difficulty hearing me or seeing the video or with the background noise, anything like that. We're doing the best we can under the circumstances we got. Before I dive into our topic, just want to also mention if there's any videos you guys want to see. I know we have a lot of new brewers coming on. Give us a tag in the Facebook group, comment on this post. Anything that you want to hear us talk about or get our thoughts or opinions on regarding any type of brewing topic, brewing process, brewing method, anything that you think might be relevant for you to help with you with your brewing experience. We'd like to talk about it and help you out there. Also, while I'm on the subject of it, if you have not joined our Facebook group, MrBeer.com, or no, Mr. Beer's Brewing Society, MrBeer.com is obviously our website. Mr. Beer's Brewing Society is our Facebook group. Make sure you join it, check it out, answer the 3 questions, we'll let you in. And if you don't answer, we'll let you in. We're gonna get a little background noise coming in here, so I do apologize for the airplane. All right, so I do live close to, Tucson does have an Air Force base. I'm getting way off topic. It's really cool, you can see a lot of planes flying around, but sometimes they can get a little noisy out here. All right, let's get back on track. Today's topic was something I saw in the Facebook group. It's a question I've always had as well, and kind of something that there's a lot of different answers on. So it's a little vague, but basically it is, how do you kind of carbonate in tradition when you're brewing with a true lager? Now for this, like I said, we're talking about brewing true lagers. Those are beers that are brewed between 53 and 59 degrees Fahrenheit. This is not like for our lager style beers, like the American lager, the Oktoberfest lager. Those are lager styles, but they aren't using lager yeast. The true or traditional lager beer is brewed with that lager yeast that is a cold fermenting yeast. However, though, if you can maintain that temp and you want to kind of take the American lager or Oktoberfest lager or something like that to a different level, I would recommend brewing them as a lager because you do get some kind of different flavors out of them. And it's really unique kind of side-by-side comparison of brewing one at regular temp and one using the lager yeast. Just FYI, if you're interested in. Using lager yeast, it tends to make, beers a little more crisp, a little more cleaner tasting, smooth, and they're also usually very clear for the most part since they're brewing cold. Also, just FYI, if you're brewing with lager yeast, it can take a little longer than normal, so just make sure you're checking your temps or tasting your beer, whatever process that you're doing. Use your hydrometer, whatever you use to check your fermentation. It could take a little longer to do. All right, so now you brewed your lager and you're bottling it. Do you let it carbonate at fermentation temperature, or do you let it carbonate at room temperature? It's kind of a question that I've seen answered both ways. So either way will kind of work. You can set it up at 2 weeks for the room temp. That's not, that will build the carbonation process in there quicker. Or you can lager it in the same fermentation temp to keep that carbonation process going. It'll just take a little longer. So it depends on how patient you are and how much beer you got built up in your brewing pipeline, which we talked about in a recent video. If you're, like I said, if you're not in a rush, you can carbonate them at the fermentation temperature, but they do take longer. So you should make sure that, either way works. I recommend trying both and seeing what you like. You get a little flavors out of both. It's kind of a unique thing. So that's carbonating. Now conditioning is obviously aging beer. We recommend conditioning with all of our beers. You read our instructions. So brewmaster's tip, the beer is done carbonating at usually about 2 weeks. But after that point, if you would like, you can condition it for longer. That'll clean up any off flavors. The term conditioning can also be referred to as lagering, lagering is when you store beer for a long period of time at cold temperatures. So if you have like a cellar, fridge, or something like that, it works really well. The ideal temps seem to range, but what I've found consistently for lagering is lagering of 3 to 4 weeks minimum. You want to be at a temperature below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Most craft brewers or breweries kind of lager between 32 and 34 degrees. There's something kind of cool and different that you can do. A quick episode here. Sorry, I was kind of rambling on a little bit, but just wanted to kind of dive in on this topic. It's interesting, something I don't know a lot about either, so I thought I'd kind of share some of the things I found with you guys. We post these videos obviously on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, on our website, MrBeer.com/blog. You can find the notes on there as well. Give it a like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, whatever you want to do for the video. We truly appreciated that. We hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are brewing some amazing beer. If you have any questions, make sure to contact us on our customer service team or our Facebook group or however you prefer to communicate with us. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to you next week. Cheers.